I started working at the hotel because it was quiet. That's the lie I tell people. The truth is, no one else wanted the night shift. The motel sits off a 2-lane highway in southern New Mexico, the kind of place people stop at only when they're too tired to keep driving. 12 rooms, 1 office. A flickering sign that never fully lights up. By day, it's forgettable. By night, it pays attention. My job is simple. Check guests in, hand over keys. Keep the desk clean, follow the rules taped under the counter. I didn't write those rules. They were here when I arrived. The first rule is underlined twice. Never assign yourself a room. I didn't question it. Every job has its quirks. The rooms have names, not numbers. Guests don't see them. Only I do. They're written in pencil inside the key drawer, faint but clear. Room 1, guilt room 2, regret room 3, anger room 4, loss, and so on. 12 rooms, 12 names. I don't know when I noticed this. It feels like something I always knew, the way you always know where the light switch is in your own house. When a guest walks in, I already know which room they'll get. I don't choose. The hotel does. Most guests don't stay long. One night, 2 at most. They leave quietly, eyes tired, voices softer than when they arrived. Some don't check out. Their cars are gone by morning, but their rooms remain occupied. Not by people, by something heavier. Tonight the lobby smells like dust and old coffee. The clock behind the desk reads 11:58 p.m. when the bell rings. A man stands at the counter, mid-30s, clean clothes, no luggage. It's always a problem. Just passing through, he says. Got a room? I don't ask how long he's staying. I slide the key across the counter. Room 7. The name written beneath it looks darker than usual, like the pencil pressed too hard. He doesn't read it. No one ever does. Around 1:20 a.m., I hear the sound. It's not screaming. It's not crying. It's closer to someone talking to themselves, trying to remember something important and failing. Sound comes from the hallway, from room 7. I don't move. Another rule under the desk says, if a room starts speaking back, don't answer. So I sit and listen and wait for it to stop. At 2:04 a.m., the hallway goes quiet. At 2:05, the phone rings. The display flashes the internal line. Room 7. I stare at it until the ringing stops. The motel exhales. By morning, the man is gone. No checkout. No complaint. But when I open the key drawer, something has changed. Room 7's name is still there. The handwriting is different, sharper, more confident, and below it, in smaller letters, someone has added a second word, a word that was never there before. Close the drawer. I don't look again. I don't need to. The morning clerk doesn't notice anything different. He never does. I leave at 6, drive home, sleep badly, and wake with the sense that I forgot something important. That feeling stays with me all day, like a word on the tip of my tongue. When I return for my shift that night, the motel sign is flickering harder than usual. The O goes out completely, leaving MTEL glowing red in the dark. Inside, the air feels thicker, not warmer, just heavier. I unlock the office, flip on the lamp, and sit behind the desk. The key drawer doesn't open all the way at first. I have to pull. Room 7 is still there. Same key, same slot. The name beneath it looks freshly written. I don't read it. I slide the drawer shut and tell myself it doesn't matter. It always matters. First guest arrives at 10:41 p.m. A woman this time. Early 40s. Eyes that won't quite meet mine. She smells faintly of hospital soap. Just one night, she says. They all say that. I open the drawer. My hand hovers. Room assignments usually come easily. Instinctive. Automatic. Tonight, my fingers hesitate. Then they move on their own. Room 3. She takes the key, thanks me, and walks down the hallway without looking back. The hallway lights flicker as she passes, one by one. At 12:17 a.m., I hear footsteps upstairs. Slow, measured. Room 3 is on the ground floor. I don't look at the cameras. Another rule. The The sounds don't stop. They move from one end of the building to the other, pacing the length of the second floor walkway. Back and forth. Back and forth. At 12:42, there's a knock on the office door. I freeze. Guests don't come to the office at night unless something is wrong. I wait. Knock comes again. Gentle. Polite. I open the door a crack. A woman stands there. Room 3's key hangs loosely from her fingers. I think, she says slowly, I might be in the wrong room. I don't answer. She looks past me into the office, at the key drawer. Her eyes narrow. Those names, she says, they weren't there before. My throat tightens. Yes, I say, because silence feels worse. She nods, like that explains something she's been expecting. I can hear them, she says. Hear who? He smiles. I think you know. I take the key from her hand. My fingers brush hers. They're ice cold. I open the drawer. Room 3's name is unchanged. Room 7 isn't. There's another line beneath it now. Longer. Messier. Like someone was in a hurry. I can switch you, I say. My voice sounds wrong in my ears. She shakes her head. No, she says. It's already decided. Before I can respond, she turns and walks back down the hallway. The lights flicker again. This time they don't come back on. At 2:31 a.m., the motel is completely dark. No screams, no running. Just the sound of doors opening and closing, one after another, like the building is breathing. I sit very still. I follow the rules. I wait for morning. The power comes back at 4:56 a.m. Not all at once. First the hallway lights, then the office lamp. Last, buzzing neon outside. I don't move until everything stops flickering. The motel hates sudden movement. That isn't written anywhere. You just learn it. Room 3's door is open when I step into the hallway. It never happens. Doors close themselves here, sometimes before guests even reach them. I stand at the threshold and look inside. The room is empty. Bed neatly made. Bathroom dry. No suitcase, no personal items. No sign anyone slept there. But the air feels wrong. Compressed. Like the room has been holding its breath. I check the other rooms. Room 1, door closed. Room 2, closed. Room 4, closed. Room 7's door is also closed. It bothers me more than it should. Back in the office, I open the guest log. The woman's name is written there. I don't remember writing it. I don't remember asking for it. Her checkout time is already filled in. 2:29 a.m. 2 minutes before the power went out. I don't finish my shift. I sit behind the desk until sunrise bleeds through the windows, thin and weak. When the morning clerk arrives, he yawns and asks if anything happened. I tell him no. That's another rule. I come back the next night. I always do. The motel is quieter than usual. No cars in the lot. No insects hitting the lights. The key drawer slides open easily. Too easily. Room 3's name is gone, not erased, removed. Like it was never written there. Room 7 is expanded. The name beneath it now takes up the entire space. It looks cramped, uncomfortable, as if it's still growing. At 11:03 p.m., someone checks in without ringing the bell. I look up. He's already standing at the counter. Older than the last guests. Late 50s, maybe. His eyes are tired in a way I recognize. He doesn't ask for a room. He asks, "Which one is mine?" I don't answer. I don't need to. My hand moves to the drawer. Stops. Moves again. Room 7. He exhales when he sees the key. Relief. Not fear. That's worse. I was hoping you'd say that, he says. Why? I ask. He looks past me, down the hallway. I've stayed here before. The hallway lights turn off by themselves, one by one. Room 7's door opens. I hear something inside. Shift. Make space. The man takes the key. As he walks away, he pauses. You still haven't taken a room, he says. I feel cold all at once. I won't, I say. He smiles. Not yet. I lock the office door. I sit behind the desk. I do not open the drawer again. The motel settles. Satisfied. The night stretches. No cars pass the highway. No wind rattles the sign. The motel feels sealed off, like the world forgot to check on it. I sit behind the desk, with my hands folded, watching the clock drag itself forward 1 minute at a time. The drawer stays closed. I don't touch it. 12:36 a.m., the sound begins. Not footsteps. Keys. Metal brushing metal. A soft, deliberate clink. It's coming from the hallway, from the hookboard near room 7. That shouldn't be possible. I'm the only one with access to spare keys. I stand. The office chair protests quietly, and goes still. I step into the hallway. The air is colder here. Room 7's door is closed, but the key hook beside it is swaying slightly like it was just touched. There's an extra key hanging there, plain, unlabeled. It doesn't belong to any room. I know because I count them every night. I don't take it. I walk back to the office. Behind the desk, the phone rings. Not an internal line, an outside call. No one calls this place after midnight. I pick up. There's breathing on the other end. Slow, even, like someone sleeping nearby. I need to check in, a voice says. It's my voice. I hang up. The phone rings again immediately. I unplug it. The ringing continues. Not from the phone, from inside the walls. At 1:18 a.m., the hallway light outside the office turns on by itself. Room 7's door is open. I can see inside from where I stand. The room looks larger, not wider, deeper, like the back wall has been pushed farther away. Something moves inside, not stepping, shifting. The extra key appears on the counter. I didn't bring it there. It lies flat, perfectly centered, waiting. I stare at it. The motel hum deepens. Not loud, encouraging. At 2:02 a.m., there's a knock on the office door, just one. I don't answer. Another knock. Closer this time. From inside the room. I glance at the clock. 2:03 a.m. The drawer clicks. On its own. Slides open halfway. Room 7's slot is empty. The key is gone. The knock comes again, right behind me. I don't turn around, I don't have to. I know which room is ready. I don't remember turning around. I remember facing the counter again. The extra key is gone. In its place, the guest log is open. A new line waits to be filled. Name, time, room. Pen rests beside it, angled toward my hand. I pick it up. My grip feels unfamiliar, like I'm borrowing someone else's fingers. The hallway is quiet now. Too quiet. Room 7's door's closed again, perfectly aligned with the frame, like it was never opened. I write my name. The pen moves smoothly, confidently. No hesitation. The time fills itself in. 2:04 a.m. I stop there. I don't look at the room number. I already know. The key appears in my palm, warm, heavier than the others. I don't question how it got there. I step out from behind the desk. The motel hums softly as I walk, not approving, not warning, acknowledging. Hallway lights come on one by one as I pass. Room doors stay closed, all except one. Room 7's door opens before I reach it. Just enough. An invitation. Inside, the room is larger than before. The walls are smoother. Finished. Waiting. I step inside. The door closes behind me. Not forcefully. Carefully. Sound settles into the walls. The hum deepens. Becomes steady. Familiar. In the quiet, I realize something. I am not tired. I'm not afraid. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. The key slips from my hand. Somewhere outside the room, the drawer slides open. Space becomes available.